Okay, so Hunter's doing Bam Bam in the White House, and Trump is talking to hot chicks and stuff. I just imagine a hot chick making her money off of her looks somehow. Who could have guessed? Like one day there's going to be this place called Instagram and OnlyFans and Facebook, and just I swear that things get out of hand, it's going to lead that direction, and it's just going to be everyone selling their looks online. Who could have guessed that would happen? Who could have guessed someone would be doing Bam Bam? And who would have guessed that? Wow, this is stupid. Like, they're just attacking these people, man. Like, they're attacking both sides. Clearly, there's an entire system coming at these people with charges that don't matter on either side. And everyone's choosing one side or the other. And my position is this government's hijacked. If they've been getting shot and blackmailed since I was born and before. We go back to Kennedy got killed, and we got Reagan got papped in his head too. And Clinton had a little Lewinsky Mossad trap in there. You telling me freaking person in the White House ain't never had sex with someone else? Look at Donald Trump. Frank, he's important fucking beautiful partners and stuff. But bro, this is garbage right here. How do you even consider the country legit? You got both candidates being attacked for some totally irrelevant things that shouldn't even be laws. Oh, he paid a woman to shut up, supposedly. He didn't get convicted on that. He got convicted on some on a banker trap. Oh, they set that banker. Oh, you're telling me everyone else in the world didn't fall for that banker trap? Oh, maybe those traps are all set up so they can come back at you one day in case you say something wrong, because it really does look that way. I mean, hell, dude, like, I mean, are these people playing along and, like, they're just trying to put on a nonsense show to distract people that they all look related, and they just happen to look related to all the people and everything else, the banks and the governments already anyway, so why would they attack their own people? I mean, it looks fake. He calls him the swamp, and then he congratulates him and says, nah, I was lying, I'm not going to come after him and stuff. And Biden, someone spiked his Columbia Bam Bam with bleach or something, and it fried his brain. They probably used specific toxic chemicals designed to melt people's minds and stuff to get rid of his thought ability. Because he could talk just fine just a short while ago. Hell, I've seen powder in my champagne, right? And not just a couple specks of it either. They forgot to stir it. So I got to taste it, and I'm like, the weird champagne tastes like I'm drinking from the ocean. Oh shit, good thing they forgot to stir it. Because and I don't remember that night. But I do know that the same people who own everything own that place, obviously, and then the next day they kicked me out because I was out of hand or something. And it's like, I don't think that happened. Like, my blackouts don't really occur like that. Like, I'd be making jokes about my blackout, like, oh my god, I wake up in the morning and my house is destroyed, my TV's chopped into a million pieces, and it's like, broken machetes fucking laying about and stuff, and yeah. Half my furniture's fucking sawdust now, and I'm like, must have been chasing fucking dude. Someone broke in my house and fucked it up and shit. It's like, oh yeah, no, that don't even happen. So that was weird when they put something in my drink there. And I already suspected this had been going on a long time. Shit, like I said, last year they hit me with a truck. Or was that the start of this year? No, that was towards the start of last year. And shit, dude. And it's like, what am I gonna do? I'm not gonna call it. What am I gonna call the cops for? I'm not a cop. Hell, my roles are similar to theirs. We don't involve those people in our problems, and that's just going to cause more problems. You might get shot. You call a cop up, say somebody beat you up, you might as well get shot. I just got jumped. They tried to kill me, and they warned me a year in advance. or they bragged to you in advance they're going to kill me. And God kept poking at me and like, avoid this place. And it's like, no, dude, this is saving my time to walk to where I need to go. I don't avoid nothing. Unless it's people. And there's going to be people everywhere. So I'm going the fastest route, which helps me avoid people. Fucking little did I know, I was being honest as hell about that. But the cops come, and then fucking God here, Jesus Christ, went and attacked 20 rabid, meth addicted fucking convicts out at a special house where they let convicts out on parole early and place them under strict supervision and stuff. In case they break it, they go back to prison, otherwise known as halfway house. And the cops was like, yeah, this dude fucking wearing like what looks like probably $1,000 outfit, man, this rich whitey. And man, he comes up here and he tries to beat up these good crackheads, these good meth addicts with tattoos all over their face and shit. Normally I'm not gonna, but if you're in prison and you got your neo-Nazi tattoos on your face, you're different than fucking a normal person who gets tattoos on your face, who just fucking had too much bleach mixed in with your Colombian Bam Bam, and a few weeks go by, you don't know what happened, but a lot of things changed, and you learn that stuff on your face isn't a magic marker from the fraternity club boys when you got drunk and it doesn't wash off. So that's how that happens for some people, I'm assuming. But generally, that's some prison neo-Nazi convict shit. But then again, it's cops. Shit. But cops and Nazis are pretty stupid if they can't see fucking the other people they claim they hate the most and shit. Fucking, I don't know, dude. Is that part of this? Is that part of the blackmail scheme? Like, okay, so they've been using their Google Maps. Google isn't Reels, and they're the ones who fucking have been caught handing me champagne that had fucking some sort of crushed powder drug in it. And they're the ones who come up to me and play games after my transmissions magically die back to back. And they're the ones having people cut my brake lines. Although, when you got the pale skin and the blonde hair, it's a little harder to see. But they usually have them big, wide, cracked out alien eyes. I noticed that if they're the blondes working for them and shit. Like Donald Trump and shit. And they always got that coked out attitude and shit. Fucking, that's not abnormal for Hunter Biden or for Donald Trump to act that way. If you ever dealt with people in high positions of the world, these other people are some pansies. I never met anyone who owns or controls anything except for one or two people. Like my dad was kind of calm and shit. Rumors were, though, he was busting people's faces straight apart and shit. If you live to tell the story, supposedly one or two people told that story and shit, and then talking all that mafia shit all the time before you fucking realize who your dad actually works for and shit. Fucking people make the mafia look like a fucking bunch of fucking peanut working circus clowns and shit. And probably actually were the mob, were the same fucking people and shit, considering all the links there. But anyways, yeah, so it's like, so they're doing that to both these candidates, right? They got Biden and Trump. And I've been telling you, that's obviously what they did to Bill Clinton. Who cares? If he got with some fat cow in the White House, like, you think you become a secretary at the White House by doing actual work? What are you fucking gonna go build fake rockets and shit or something? I don't know. Instead of going to work for NASA and report on Santa Claus and help fix Santa's sleigh every year if it breaks down, I'm gonna go work for the White House. Oh yeah. Oh no. So this is crazy. Why are people focused on any of these things? That's me. It's fucking funny, but it's educational because it's the same thing I keep saying. That there's a motherfucking group of people in control and totally blackmailing the entire world. Jeffrey Epstein was one of them, and he's probably not dead. Fucking because they already owned and controlled everything. You don't kill the person who has all the evidence there to put every nation away, every nation's leaders and many below them away. If the purpose of them having that information is to prevent you from killing them, yeah, I really don't see that happening. But like, this is just like some nonsense. They're just talking nonsense. The whole election's rigged too, and they're probably in on it. I mean, it's all some fake nonsense stuff they're getting charged with, and they like clearly have sold out their entire families if they weren't part of it to begin with. So it's not like they're going to turn on the swamp or anything, because their children are swamp monsters and stuff. So it's just all faking. I mean, that's the point of Epstein, was to blackmail people like that. And of course they got this other stuff. How did they even know someone lied on their passport about doing illegal drugs? Well, thankfully for me, I'm God and nothing is illegal. So I couldn't ever I've never done illegal drugs. That's all legal in the District of God. The DG, District of God. They basically fucking got like a force field around me. I can expand it all I want. That fucking territory, whatever God says, goes in that territory. And there's no government or group of wannabe gods who can change God's commandment. So, I don't have that problem. And just like everything else, I kind of, although like, hey, I'm getting an idea. Most people, if they're going to go after him for that, most people probably are blackmailed by them, blackmailable and stuff. Thankfully for me, weird shit happens in the world. Like, super weird shit. Like, humans being possessed and me magically getting released and stuff when Teen Wolf kills himself and they try to charge me for it. Yeah, shit, the weird thing was getting $1 million a few months before Teen Wolf killed himself. That was weird. It's like, how did they attack me and my family to take that money from us with their bullshit? Did they seriously sacrifice their lives to do that? Or was it just totally set up by God for Teen Wolf to kill himself? And he knew I was going to need some money because Teen Wolf is so special, he's not allowed to die. He's got 10 cases of unopened past blue ribbon at home. How dare Teen Wolf die? He wasn't done drinking his past blue ribbon. I don't know 100,000% what's going on, but maybe these other people had those same feelings too, that they were protected and guided their whole life, and then that group actually was there blackmailing them. I mean, that's how a gang works, right? You tell your new initiate to go kill someone, they do that, and now they can't ever run their mouths because the person's dead, and they're going to jail a long time if they ever have to say anything. But yeah, I think people should really notice that those two people are like in some sort of stage nonsense trial that has no value upon the planet whatsoever. So it's not like they're actually going to face any repercussions, especially like, shit. I mean, have they? I don't think they have. Yeah, have they? So it definitely is like entirely staged. Who the fuck's buying into any of that as a value? That's no value. Who cares? Who cares if Hunter Biden does cocaine? Who cares if Donald Trump was hanging out with hookers? I mean, who did he marry? Who are most people marrying? The hell? It seems like some nonsense there. Odd thing is lots of this stuff I've kind of seen, like, in my way. Like hell, I've had girls sent to me and shit who were little, and then I had to I also at the same time I had other people sent right then to be like, that person's underage, right? And I was like, no, I got this on camera. I'm asking them for their ID. Yeah, so then they're asking to do inject heroin in my car. That'd be real good for a presidential candidate. I get some little pretty girl fucking on camera fucking shooting heroin in my car. For no, we ain't doing that. Obviously, I don't really care who you are. I don't want that done in my car. First of all, you don't even ask questions like that. If you're serious about it, you just throw the acid back and wash it down. Who cares? And then you'd be like, oh, I just took some acid. Like, if things change, just kick me out of the car. Because I won't be back for a few hours. Shit, so I've had that happen. I've had the poison stuff happen. Brake lines are cut, like Michael Hastings, they used the car to do it, the car's computer, which I think is what they were doing to my second transmission. They messed up. Although I do suspect that the first car, some electronics in it, although I traced most of them, it looked all legit. I did suspect that there could have been some electronics in there I wasn't noticing, but it was an ODB2 first gen car, so it shouldn't have had too many things, but it still could have had something different. But I mean, they definitely came and talked to me about that, like, letting me know. Like, they don't like to tell you things, but they let you know. It's like if you go home and your wife's dead and there's a stranger walking through the house and stuff, and it's like, oh my God, what happened here? That's crazy. Instantly, you're like, the fuck is this stranger in my house, and my wife's dead, and it's just acting like it's totally normal, and he's like, oh yeah, hey Bill, he calls you your real name or something like that. Like, she was a good woman. She went to the store every Friday and bought everything everyone in this house needs, and she took care of the kids really well. So it's sad to see her passed away like this. Hopefully they figure out what's going on here. Even using wording that doesn't make sense, like you would say, hopefully they figure out who did it instead of what's going on here. Like, using wording to point at the reason why they're really in your motherfucking life, and not the shit that, pretty much pointing at the shit they're not talking about and stuff. That's happened to me. Definitely. That's happened to me a lot. I don't even know how many times. I didn't go outside. Considering the amount of times I don't go around people, and that has happened since I got involved in politics and stuff. Pretty easy to say that's exactly what happens here. And probably Joe Biden's a little cracked out, probably not sending enough money to Israel and Ukraine. And I don't see why though, because it's like his people and shit. That's his people's place. I mean, Hunter Biden looks like he's gonna one day admit he's a dual citizen and stuff. They all look like dual citizens up in there. So, their children do at this point. That's the easy fucking thing to see, is their children. Don't look at them and their parents this round. It was real easy to see in 2020 and 2016. I think it was more 2016. It was, yeah, but 2020 is when they came out with the other Sean Jones candidate too. That was some shady shit there. Fucking to use someone with my name and promote them, some stranger no one cares about, never did anything about you. Yeah, I think that's what's really going on with them. So, I mean, you gotta either play the game, you let them play the game on you, or you find out who's up to all this stuff and who's doing all that stuff. Because, obviously, they're making it look like both candidates are attacked. And if you can even figure that out, it still doesn't mean you've gotten to the point of figuring out that their families oddly all look related. and everyone else I've related before too. And they're known for staging bullshit and manipulating the world. And so that happens, huh? It's happening. Like shit, I've been talking about this for years and stuff, how this is happening, and it's happening now. Like, it's a pretty much fucking presidential blackmail. I mean, these are little petty things, both sides pretty much. Are like little petty things that don't fucking really matter if you're the president of the United States, especially the whole Hunter Biden thing. Like, and then they're totally ignoring the laptop thing, if that even has any value. I mean, they talk about it so much, it makes you assume probably absolutely nothing of value in that laptop. And then they go after him for the other stuff and shit. For some dumb stuff. It's not even illegal to use drugs. It just there's a terrorist organization posing as a government that's enslaving the entire world, posing as an empire that's enslaving the entire world. And they can say and do whatever they want. They are the dope dealers. They're all the people you go out here and you buy your fentanyl from. Like, you go straight to the pharmacies, one on every freaking corner in every block for miles and miles and miles and miles. They got the fentanyl. They're the ones selling it. The only reason they make it illegal is because they're a terrorist organization and they're running a numbers game on people. They're running, just like they're Nazi terrorists, trying to ban Chinese goods, buying directly from Chinese, and then jacking up and introducing a tax so they can get rich when everything's already coming from China. But they need to be making all that in-between money and stuff. They need to make all these fake taxes and laws and stuff up so they can get rich off of it and stuff. Because how else are they going to have any money? I mean, they're not just robbing people. They don't work. They don't know. They're not. I don't think they're smart enough to work. I think these people are really skilled at fucking deception and fucking murder, and which technically does mean you're pretty smart. I mean, if you're the best fucking killer in a fucking city, you're fucking probably highly educated. You're probably not just some random psycho jacked up on steroids and meth. Because you could easily be put down by like a sniper. So a sniper, you don't even know he's out there, and he's out there popping people and stuff. He's smart as hell. But that type of intelligence they really need, manipulating the world through shadow empires, and as JFK said before he died, secret organizations and stuff. I mean, they're all doing that. They're all part of it. I'm not sure, like, which angle they're coming at, other than the fact they all look related. It might as well just assume that, right? But it looks like bullshit. And it's bullshit. How the hell are you even going to come after someone for saying they didn't use drugs, illegal drugs? When you're in a terrorist nation that, like, goes and genocides everyone who has drugs. They fucking enslave the Africans, outlaw weed, so it can't be shipped in from Jamaica, which everyone used to think had the best weed. And then supposedly the president used to have weed fields too, the founding fathers. And they outlaw that so they can make tons of money off of it. And now even while they're trying to legalize it, like they're fucking playing games. Like, only certain people can own the fucking marijuana companies. And that's again, this is Nazis. So they gotta be the special gray skin, motherfucking black eye, black hair fucking people and shit. Apparently, fucking, they might as well change the name of all these organizations, New World Order, whatever, religion, anti-religion. Change it all to the gray skin, black hair, black eye people. That way people can know, what to look out for, and then notice that everywhere they go, and they just happen to own every little store, own every little government, own every little be like almost everyone allowed on TV, including the people talking about them who never even fucking mention them. Yeah. Blackmail. I'm kind of lucky there because I feel like protected by unseen forces, and hopefully it's not them, right? Because that'd be pretty unlucky, I would think. I always had a bunch of weird stuff happening in my life, like even before I was trying to do anything of value. So I don't really care about any of this stuff getting in the way, but it has. I mean, like, why do I live where I am now? My paperwork got changed, fucking, and then they fucking used the whole fucking place to fucking. They acted like they were closing the place I was living down. Fucking, like, everyone there acted that way, like everyone. And then, as far as I can tell, it's actually still there. But they acted all weird and coked out and cracked out and shady about it, and then forced me outside of town, far away from any sort of interaction, ability to find a fucking wife or have a family or do anything, go anywhere without spending like all my money to get back to the center of town. Fucking have to go to like the world's shittiest gym, even worse than Mexican gyms. Fucking, it all seems pretty set up. I mean, obviously it is. Like, the whole fucking thing there was set up to. I mean, that's the type of control they have. They change my fucking paperwork. They fucking somehow might have a whole fucking building of people they mind control to fucking play a game. Like, they're gonna fucking close down that living space and shit. And yeah, I mean, how do they do that appearing out of nowhere? Is that because they're bots in a game? I was thinking, oh well, this must be an alien race for a while, because they said that too. And but it's like that like wore thin like before it even fucking sounded correct, because like, you know, if you're really like 10 million years old and your species has been networking for like 10 million years, you'd be like way smarter and shit like that. And they just aren't on a localized level, like. So I don't think that's what it is, really. I doubt that space stuff exists even. I mean, come on, they're lying common. They talk about Santa and stuff like that. Like, literally, like the game. I think the game's just making them stupid idiots, like, and placing obvious markers that they're stupid idiots doing stupid idiot things. And like actually using that to identify people, like with the mask thing, like that was definitely used to identify a large group of people who weren't being open about who they were and their real intentions. And what happens when push comes to shove, if it's told to kill you, or the government gets mad if they don't kill you. And like, they're just like, oh well, we gotta kill them because I don't want the government. I love the government and TV, and they're gonna get mad. Anyways, that's bullshit. This is stupid. This is pointless. This whole fucking place, dude. Like, dealing with this dumb shittery is pointless and shit. Then like, how come the game just doesn't update motherfuckers to be able to see shit like that?